what we learned is Sean has incredible gifts. I think he's really generous and funny and warm, and he does draw people to him. But it did require us to make sure that those gifts were known by the world. My biggest tip is you have to believe. If you're really a bit half-hearted about this or a bit unsure, somehow I think it's we undermine our efforts. Our vision needs to be stronger than the naysayers. Through school, we were so often told, Sean doesn't have any friends. And so we really needed to believe that Sean would have friends. We have to be a strong ambassador for our family members or the people that we work with. We need to be always sharing their gifts and strengths in a way so that other people can recognise them. You have to be there in the ordinary places, and I think that means giving up some of the special places, because if you're... I just realised probably when times were tough in high school, I was a little bit tempted to go Special Olympics, for example. For us, that would have meant actually going 30 minutes across town for Sean to participate in that. And so I made a very conscious decision, not that that would have necessarily been a terrible thing to do, but I knew on the weekends I didn't have the effort to do that and to also invest in the local relationships. So we very much sort of said we are going to concentrate on those relationships that are very local to us, knowing that Sean would probably not be a driver, that he would be requiring kind of public transport, and it would be very much easier to build that web in our local community. So we need to avoid those obvious mistakes. And I do want to say we can't afford to be resentful of the effort that it takes. We talked earlier this morning about that too much pressure, so I'm really trying to be very conscious of having that spread of relationships rather than too much pressure. And Harriet, I think he was at risk of just putting too much. He would call her quite constantly, and so it didn't work for me to say, stop calling Harriet. You can't call Harriet so much. What worked was actually building up the other relationships. To keep looking out for those who click or who are open. Yeah, I guess that I became stronger and more courageous by doing the things that were hard. Being forgiving, not dwelling on disappointments. And I agree, I think it's already been said, maybe Deb said it, everyone has their stuff to work out. We went through a stage where one of Sean's good friends was not in contact for a really long time, and I felt a bit despairing over it. And I found out later that they were going through some really serious mental health issues themselves. And I thought it was all about Sean and so it was a good wake-up call that actually not everything is about kind of the disability, and it was a time for us to be kind of doing more for them. Making relationships a priority. Being a detective, I find that a really helpful time when I'm stuck, as well as putting people's names down. If I'm a bit stuck, I keep thinking, well, where are the kind of valued and typical places that people go at this age and stage, and just even writing all of those things down. So that was probably a really important thing when Sean was leaving school and we weren't sure if he had a job or, what he was going to do. Just be thinking of brainstorming as many possibilities in our local community as possible. Being stubborn. Okay. So I just want to end by saying mostly what I've learned through our experiments is that we must stubbornly insist on a life at the centre for the people we love and care about. Everyone has gifts to share. Our communities are better when everyone is there. So we must imagine and work for that for every single person. My beautiful son deserves a big life, a life of adventure, a life where he knows to his core that he is loved and cherished. And may that wonderful reality continue to be very true. So let the green grass grow. Thank you.